B.
Yes.
N.
Hello, everybody, and welcome. It is a glorious day. For today is the day we get to review Sonic the Movie. Yay! As always, I am your host, Bander SN. Joining me down below is the master of all things emeralds, Joey Spicy Fries.
Hi, guys.
And his dog, and he's got Sonic Adventure 2 in the background. This is a true Sonic fan.
Yes.
As you can see, I've got all of my clan behind me, sitting me, cheering me on, all my best friends. And we also have two special guests today. We have
Really?
Hiccups the Echidna, aka Trevor.
Hey, an echidna. Ah, damn it.
Trevor's got a mad case of hiccups.
Oh,
So enjoy that. We've got the evil Dr. Zaxman.
yo, Dr.
I'd like to be referred to as Chow Zax for this episode.
As what?
Dude, that's a deep cut right there.
Chow
Seriously.
Zax?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't see why not. I'll
right.
allow it.
Sure.
Deep cut.
I have a special prefix for tonight.
Dr. Chow Zax. Okay, and of course we are reviewing the Sonic movie. Came out a couple days ago.
Oh my fucking god.
What happened?
Nothing. I just to be able to have the honor of truly reviewing the Sonic movie. Truly,
Oh my god.
I could have been any more.
This is just gonna be a treat.
I have no I don't have much of a structure plan. I think we just start off, give our initial thoughts. Mr. Spicy Fries, why don't you start us off?
Oh my god.
I enjoyed it. I thought it was a really good movie. Story probably could have been better. It was kind of in one place and then in another.
I want to mute myself.
I can't focus.
All right, give it another try.
I thought it was a really good movie.
I can't stop laughing at Trevor. Someone else go. Dylan?
Okay. I went into this movie with an open mind, and I walked out absolutely disappointed. I personally thought the entire movie was a meme in itself. I feel like they tried really hard with product placements and with the memes. The storyline wasn't too good, and some of Sonic's just responses to some things were just shocking and kind of weird.
Why do you say it was memey? I don't feel like there was. I feel like at the very beginning maybe, but then after that they kind of settled
I'm just giving
in.
you I'm giving you my general idea. We can go further.
And when we get to the meme portion of the podcast.
Yes.
All right,
Okay,
I'll
so-
give my
so-
thoughts. Huh? Okay.
Hold on, let me finish.
Alright,
I did think Jim Carrey was excellent. I liked his role a lot, and
Okay. No, I'm gonna go next. I thought going into the movie, I had very low expectations. Coming out of it, I was much higher than I thought I would be, and I was actually thought this movie was pretty decent. Obviously, this isn't like some sort of Oscar winner movie, but it's it's a kids movie. It's a straight up kids movie with a relatively, I would say, light-handed on the major Sonic references and stuff like that. I think in the beginning and the end were a lot stronger than the middle. In the middle, kind of became kind of generic road trip / ET kind of movie, with a very simple plot line. So, Trevor, God,
sorry. I'm leaving once again. Goodbye.
I thought there was some funny moments. Jim Carrey, awesome. I think Sonic looked pretty good for the most part. He was very, very hyperactive the whole time, and I think I enjoyed the the way they wanted to portray Sonic and Eggman in this movie, where it's like Jim Carrey was literally just Jim Carrey doing Jim Carrey things, and it somehow really works for Eggman. It's not like he did what we would expect an Eggman to be, but he did like Jim Carrey's Eggman, and Jim Carrey's Eggman is pretty good.
Yes,
And then with the Sonic one, it's like this is like a kind of like a very young, like childlike. The with Sonic is like a very childlike Sonic and very hyperactive. He's not like the cocky, like confident Sonic that we're used to in the games. So this is kind of like a different portrayal.
He's the Ritalin version of Sonic.
Exactly, the Ritalin version. He's just talking about him in it. And I think that works for a portrayal of Sonic. It's not like it's like sacrilege to make Sonic hyperactive and goofy.
of course not.
And Ben Schwartz did a good job voicing him. It was a pretty good voice for Sonic. It fits. Trevor, would you like to give your thoughts?
Okay, I'm gonna try to get through this without hiccuping a single time. So I thought this movie was clearly marketed towards children. Let's be honest about this.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just come to the table and agree that this was not meant to draw in the old time Sonic fans.
Oh no, that's
Sega Genesis.
no.
They were trying to get in the kiddies in this one. And
No, they absolutely were trying to get both.
Sonic meme. They threw in that shitty drawing of Sonic.
That was great. That was amazing.
Sonic. They threw in what memes they could here and there to assuage us older generation, as well as promoting high tier brands such as Toyota rather. Tahoya. And some fucking what were in the shoes? Puma shoes.
Pumas.
Fucking and not to mention
renting a nice property on Zillow in San Francisco for $1 million.
And wait, who was it? Lil Yachty and who else? Oh,
Wiz Khalifa.
yeah, Lil Yachty and Wiz Khalifa. Fucking soundtrack for this.
That's not a product placement.
Bad boy. No, I guess not.
And you're talking about the outro, the credits animation thing, right?
Yeah.
That shit was cool. That was a really cool looking thing.
Look it up on YouTube.
No, it was great.
You can see a digitized version of Little Yachty and one Miss. Listen, they're all
Yachty.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And Lil Yachty and Wiz Khalifa in C4 Glory.
Trevor, I'm gonna
listen. I did not have any expectations for this, and none of those expectations were met. So you know what? There you go. A fine movie if you weren't expecting anything.
I'm gonna disagree. I think that they did want to hit both markets with this. I don't think that they, I think that they definitely were trying to market this as a children's movie. But I think that they were trying to get Sonic fans to go see it. I mean, that's obviously what they would want because it's a Sonic movie.
Well, you know what? Not to talk against my own point, but I did go see it.
Are you a Sonic fan?
Fucking Thursday night, fucking release night, debut night, and there were a fuck ton of people there screaming.
There's no one in my theater.
Yeah, well, at our theater, they serve drinks. So, there were people yelling and screaming.
Helps a lot.
I mean, I can't tell you, from where we were, people seemed to really enjoy it. I don't know if that enjoyment was ironic or sarcastic because the movie I saw wasn't that great. It wasn't bad either.
It was like a totally competent children's movie. It doesn't excel at that much. But it doesn't offend anyone, if that makes sense. It was very safe.
Yeah.
Sure, yeah, safe.
Like the plotline is super basic. It's
what was the most gay about this movie? Oh yeah, John Marston drinking and driving.
He did do that.
And drive.
And I was wondering that, but then I forgot.
Clear to the viewing audience.
You weren't offended when Jim Carrey spoiled Charlotte's Web and then whispered into that person, "Big nasty egg sack."
Yeah, and then he mentioned his own egg sack. So that's classic 1990s Jim Carrey. But
let's talk about Jim Carrey and his Eggman because I think he was great. I think he nailed it.
It was spelled on.
And it
I
didn't
thought
think
he did an awesome job.
it was Jim Carrey, but it was also a little bit of Eggman. And at the very end, when he's all fully Eggman'd out, I was just smiling like, this is perfect. They nailed it.
When you say at the end when he was fully Eggman'd out, you mean his 2 lines of dialogue and that 20 seconds of video clip of him being in the Mushroom Kingdom?
Mushroom Kingdom?
Mushroom Kingdom. Yeah.
Yes, Trevor, the Mushroom Kingdom.
Yes, the Mushroom Kingdom.
Okay, hey man.
Actually, it's the Mushroom Hill Zone.
Yeah,
the
whatever.
Mushroom Hill Zone from Sonic and Knuckles.
I mean, that and
what
the
the-
outro with Tails would indicate that, yeah, they're willing to put even more money behind this fucking franchise.
Mhm.
Hey, it's doing well in the box office. It's
That-
currently the highest grossing video game movie.
Oh, you cut out. What did you say?
It's currently the highest grossing video game movie at that
You're
current
kidding.
timeline. Like
How could they have beaten
what's
fucking
inside?
Resident Evil
Detective Pikachu, I think.
8 or whatever?
Joey, you were about to say something?
Do we want to talk about the not post credits? Well, I guess post credit scene.
The mid-credits?
Tails?
Yeah, mid credit scene.
That was everything I ever wanted. I was so happy with that. I was hyped. Tails looks great. His voice is great. It was
I thought it was a
perfect.
good scene, but just one thing kept coming to mind after having seen it was, what if the animators hadn't fixed Sonic? Like, imagine what Tails would look like if
what
Sonic
Tails
was
in the
way
old
he
Sonic
did.
design? Oh my god, that would be awful. I don't think they actually had that.
God.
I don't think they had that done.
I think they added Tails after the animators fixed it.
I just
Yeah,
want to throw
definitely.
in. I did read a conspiracy theory that they purposely did that, just to like build some hype around them, like recreating the Sonic movie,
It's
and that they.
it's
it
very
was
possible.
It was a plan.
Meow the Hedgehog was never even a thing.
Well,
to
here's
begin
the
with.
tell.
That was like blatantly like.
Well,
that
okay.
was, like,
If you look
beyond,
up,
like,
if you like
serious
Google
Sonic.
it, the only picture you'll really get of the old version, unless you actually look at the old trailer, is that like that screaming face comparison, which just looks awful. That is the worst shot of that old design. But if you look at the
Oh,
movie
the one with him
What?
and
He's
the
got
missiles
some
around him,
pearly whites.
with the what?
with all the missiles around him.
Yeah, but like
San Francisco.
that design doesn't look like the design looks terrible in that one shot, but like the rest of the pictures you'll normally see, it doesn't look that bad. But what we got is way
But
better.
it's bad compared to what we got.
So, but here's the tell: if they sell on the DVD the original cut version,
Oh my.
then we'll know that it's not a conspiracy theory. It was just a bunch of execs not knowing how to make a Sonic movie.
Fair enough.
Oh my god!
Um,
Even if they did like a shorter cut, like a 30-minute version of the movie, or
yeah,
just clips of it.
That also makes
I
me
would
think
watch that.
what all the echidnas in the beginning were like.
Oh, in that version? Oh, I don't know. Who knows? Who knows what was actually finished?
Seriously.
I mean, I think the beginning part was pretty cool. I like the beginning, the whole intro sequence.
Yeah, it was. I liked it.
Like, I like how like they're like, oh yeah, there are echidnas here. They're like teasing it. They're like, okay, we can do this later, but we're not going to deal with that right now. And then Tails
Yeah.
comes in. He's like, he does like the most generic line ever, but it's just so perfect. He's like, I finally
It's
found
me,
him.
Tails.
I hope I'm not too late. It's like, okay, cool, but no, I was really happy with the whole ending. To be honest, I actually thought the ending was actually pretty good.
Yeah.
It's like power friendship, child like, oh, is Sonic gonna die? But then he gets all like electrified. All the lasers
Oh
are
my
like
God,
pointing at him.
okay.
Oh no, that was awful.
That
He
was awful.
literally revived himself when someone said he was Sonic's friend. Like
That's
Yes.
so cheesy too.
Yes,
Yeah,
a
Sonic was
children's
dead.
movie. Yes, a children's movie.
But it was just out of the blue. Like there was like no build up to it. Like it
are you
was
talking
no
about?
sense.
friend.
What are
It
you
was
talking
just
about?
like he was my friend, and all of a sudden Sonic just like looks up with like bright blue eyes.
Sonic fucking red pills off the fucking Main Street Boulevard pavement and fucking beats the shit out of Robotnik.
I think it was built up perfectly fine. What are you talking about?
What?
For a
Well,
children's
I-
movie.
Yeah, I mean, for a children's movie,
Also,
yeah.
you have to
Fucking, he was
remember-
brought back by the happiness of friendship. Sure.
You
what
also
the
have to
fuck ever.
remember that in order for a children's movie to have proper themes, you have to beat them over the head with it. Friendship, friendship, friendship. This is what it's about. So
That's
you're not gonna
Pretty
get
much,
subtlety in
yeah.
this kind of movie. It's gotta spell it out for you. Like, how did Sonic get back up? Oh, through the power of friendship, of course. And then he gets up.
And
That's
Sonic
what happens.
has always wanted a friend. That was on his
It
bucket
was
list.
just,
Yes, it was.
it was just so cheesy.
It's a children's
oh,
movie. That's
yeah,
what it
yeah.
happens. It's a children's movie.
But
You're
that
gonna
being
get a
said,
lot of
it's
cheese
not
in
gonna.
it.
Yeah, like this is already a cheesy Cordita crunch, and listen, I'll review it for what it is, the cheesy Cordita crunch, but I'm not gonna pay more than $3 for it.
How much did you pay for it?
$3
For this movie?
No, I could have used my free ticket to the Alamo Draft House, but I didn't. I paid $15.
Oh man.
who's who's the fool now? No, I mean, I think I thought the final thing was cool because he's like it just looked cool. Like he gets up, he's all electrified. The expression was very cool, and all the lasers are like targeting him, and
Yeah.
it was a cool looking scene for what it was. And then he goes and
So those were ninja echidnas attacking him in the
More like
owl
tribesmen
world, right?
echidnas. More like tribesmen than ninjas.
Yeah,
Okay,
it
but
was like in
same
Sonic.
thing. Those
It's like
were
Sonic
whatever
Adventure.
Knuckles, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it's like Sonic Adventure.
Yeah.
Okay.
One thing I liked in the end was when he drew his power away from the quill that Robotnik had.
Yeah,
Like that was pretty cool.
yeah, and then he basically fought Robotnik like a Sonic boss fight, where he just bashed the top of the thing.
Yeah.
I thought it was really cool. I thought it was a cool way to end the fight. I thought the chase sequence through all the different all the
All the worlds or the,
all the
different
different
parts of Earth?
countries, pretty cool.
Yeah.
Countries. Yeah, you're right. He went on the fucking Great Wall of China, didn't he?
I thought
And I just loved the name of the town, Green Hills. Like
it worked.
that's awesome.
They definitely said that word a lot.
They-
Way more than I
yeah.
wanted.
Oh my God, you're leaving Green Hills.
Stop! It's terrible for
It's
the audio.
great because I push it up against my beard so you get some extra scratch.
Jesus.
Oh, the part in the skyscraper where Sonic and Eggman were fighting, and like Sonic does his usual like Quicksilver freeze time thing where he's like defeating all the missiles, and then Eggman is just slowly, his like face is all like super like wide grin, and he's
love
slowly
that.
pressing the button. He's like, ah!
Oh yeah, when he was pressing that button, it was very yeah. You know what? That was a great action sequence. I agree with you, Joe.
It worked well, and I think Sonic's idea of like pushing them off the building because he'll go in and catch them, and then throwing the ring behind him. That was great. Great use of that idea. Good stuff.
Da-da-da.
10 out of 10. I liked his like superhero suit up sequence. When he finally gets his shoes on, it's kind of like his superhero like putting on the suit kind of moment.
Yeah.
Oh, fucking.
You raised a good
No, I could not see anything other than the brand. I was like, wow, Puma must have paid a lot for this. What did he just say? Okay, they're back in fucking San Francisco. They're back on fucking Pier 23 or whatever.
Did you know that one of the streets was named Mega Drive?
Wow, great, 100%. That killed me.
Joe, you raised a good point earlier. The part where he quickly dashes around and picks up all the rings that were dropped, that would definitely make for a good power up in any Sonic.
Oh yeah, if they ever I don't know if they'll ever make a game with the Sonic movie Sonic, or if in a future Sonic game, I think it'd be a really cool idea if when you get hit and a bunch of rings pop out of you, you can press a button that just makes Sonic pick up all the rings really fast, because he does that in the movie in San Francisco, and I was like that would be a cool ability.
That would definitely be better than scrambling to run around and get.
Oh,
Yeah,
well, let me tell you that in, like an echidna or like a hedgehog, a raccoon is very much along the same animal kingdom. And what's his name? Sly Cooper.
Oh my god.
If you unlock one of those locks on the special, you can get a magnetic skill that collects all the coins near you.
And Slide 2.
You remember? Yeah, very
Shoot, my
close
headset
to
turned
what
off.
you were hoping for. So, fuck Sonic. Wait, where is like the movie? Hashtag Murray's
It's
Revenge.
introduction.
I liked Eggman's final robot. It was a pretty cool little ship.
That was neat.
Yeah.
Which one? The one he used to chase through San Francisco?
Correct.
It kind of was reminiscent of any of the drones that he flies out of the machines that Sonic destroys.
Yeah, slightly. But with a bit of a twist.
Yeah.
It was egg-shaped, the middle of it.
Yes, it was.
I mean,
what-
it
that's
makes
what-
sense now why Robotnik
So,
wants to change all those animals into robots. You know, in the regular Sonic games, you have to free a bunch of woodland creatures,
Yep.
squirrels, birds, muskrats, what have you.
Pigs.
so
And the lore reason for that is that Robotnik is trying to turn them into robots. But now you know why Robotnik wants to turn them into robots.
We have backstory.
He
We have
believes
context.
robots are superior.
yes.
Oh, what was I going to say? It was the thing about the robot. Oh, his dance sequence right before his
Oh my goodness.
Oh, yeah, that was fun.
the triumphant
I
final
liked
battle.
that.
Anyone? What does everyone think about James Marsden?
I
His-
do not
his-
care.
Time.
His
So-
well built up friendship with Sonic.
Well built up. I feel like they just kept saying over and over again that they were friends, but I never got inclination that they were friends.
Yeah, yeah, that's it. It is.
You're
an
like,
issue. It
man,
was
I
an
can't
issue.
believe you're my best friend. And James Marsden is like, yes, Sonic.
No,
I
he
am
said
your
no.
friend."
He said no. Whoa! We're not friends yet.
That's true. Halfway through the movie, he did say we're not friends.
Well, I'm looking at the scene right now because we're
He
playing the trailer.
lied.
But no, like Sonic was like, "Yeah, my best friend," and James Marsden's like, "Whoa, not really." And then,
Whoa, I see you more as a dog.
except I have a dog.
He has a dog.
So you're not even my favorite dog.
I loved Eggman and not Doctor Stone, Agent Stone.
Agent Stone.
I don't know who
was a
that guy
good
is,
pair.
but it was a good duo. I wish we actually got
Good
more of that.
pair. Definitely.
Yeah, I mean, you only had like 4 lines together, really. It was like the cappuccino. It was like the, you're not trained to see what I see. What else? I don't know. Like, what did you like about them? Out of curiosity.
Just funny. Just it worked to have this guy who like I said admires Dr. Eggman, but Dr. Eggman is just so like insane.
That's not him all the time.
Every time.
Yeah, Eggman was very mean to him, and that's what I took away from that.
I don't know, just thought it was funny.
Okay, well, hey.
And by the end of it, he has a stone that he's throwing around.
That's true. That's how much that character cared.
Reconnaissance.
Yeah, that's how much that character cared about Mr. Stone. He fucking
He needs him. He needs him to maintain his sanity.
delusionated. He fucking had delusion
Yep.
where he had his own employee perform a rock reconnaissance for him.
It's true. He had reconnaissance. That's pretty much it. I mean, there's not really much more to say. I mean, it's just like it's a kids' movie with Sonic references. Not enough Sonic references, if you ask me. I thought that
there must have been. Okay, name all the sponsorships of that. There was fucking Fitbit.
Oh, there was.
There was
Yeah.
Tacoma. There was what else? There
Olive
There's
Garden.
Zillow. There was Olive Garden.
Can't forget Zillow. Can't forget Olive Garden.
They spent a long time on Olive Garden. They were like, let's say Olive Garden, and then let's say their motto.
Man,
And let's bring it up
yes.
again at the end.
Yeah, not only do I love Olive Garden, but I love their breadsticks.
Great breadsticks. And then when you
Bottom
walk
was
into
positive.
And then they just look at camera for like half a second, and they're like, "Moving on."
there was Zillow, and then there was I'm sure there was some other ones we missed.
Oh no, we have no more money in the budget to redo every single height-dependent animation in this movie. But what if we hoard ourselves out to Puma, to Toyota?
Well, the budget for the movie wasn't actually that
Toya?
for an animated movie. The budget
Toya.
actually wasn't that much. And like I'm sure that they
that much. This is an animated movie in 2020, my guy. This is a very expensive movie. Yeah.
no, that
Not
didn't
only
cost
is it
that didn't
expensive
cost that much.
movie, They had to redo themselves.
No, they released their budget estimate for how much the redo cost, and it was like $5 million.
Mm-hmm.
Just a simple
$5 million.
That's pennies in this industry.
Yes, but this movie is not making that much when it comes to anime. This movie is making about the same as fucking. What was that movie about the snail that could race fast?
Turbo.
Yeah,
Wow.
Turbo. This movie, Sonic the Hedgehog, is making about as much money as that movie.
Do you know that for sure?
100% can confirm. Also, Turbo had what? Snoop Dogg in it? This movie didn't have Snoop Dogg in it.
Bro.
All right. So Turbo the movie grossed 282 million.
286 million.
Hey,
million
factor in inflation. Don't you forget.
I mean, I guess I could.
You guess you could. You have an obligation to your audience.
I'm just saying, 282 million in 2013, and
Yes.
Sonic is currently at like 112 or something in 3 days.
See, so it hasn't even made that much back yet. Turbo is ahead.
Jesus.
In 3 days, though. Anyway, yeah.
All right, over under. Will anyone watch Sonic the Hedgehog movie after 5 days?
I assume it'll probably get more views as this week goes on, because especially with children's movies, the opening weekend. All right, let's move on to like a final score thing. Dylan,
Out of 10?
what would you score this movie?
10 being
Yeah.
this is the best movie to ever
Yes.
hit.
10. Let's say 10 being like a Toy Story 3, and like a
No,
1 being
that's a
like
terrible.
King Turbo.
like those like
yeah, okay. Yeah, you're right.
Am I-
A 10
what?
is a.
no.
Am I rating this as a
What?
movie
Hang on, stop.
or as a animated movie?
What?
Like with a 10 being like a Toy Story 3, and a 1 being like a those like weird those like weird, like if you go into like a red box and there's like animated movies that you've never heard of, like something
Okay.
like
Yeah,
that,
like
like
Turbo.
Alpha and Omega.
Sure.
Oh, Alpha! I remember that. Yo, I remember Alpha and Omega. I walked
Yo.
every time I walked by the Nugget. I saw that at the red box. I'm like, Alpha Omega. I'm like, there's a bunch of wolves.
Right.
And then I kept walking.
Very furry looking wolves.
Yeah, you're right. I'm like, furry bait, and I kept walking with my grocery.
Try and make sure no one saw you.
What? Look at the red box machine.
Anyway, Dylan, a score. 10 being like a top tier Pixar, like Toy Story 3. 1 being like, just
Omega.
absolute trash. Alpha and Omega. Hey, those could be good movies. You never know.
I would give this a. Are we doing points or just a single number?
Just give me a number. You can even do
like
a
a
number plus decimals.
Just
Fuck
do
it.
like a 20-point scale, like 0 to 10 with 0.5s.
Okay, I understand.
I will give this a. You know what? I'm just going to give this a 5.9.
Oh,
So a 6.
not divisible
No,
by
I'm not
5,
giving- I'm
but
not gi-
whatever.
I'm not giving it a 6. I'm
Give me
giving it a 5.
give me a 20-point scale, 0 to 10 with the 0.5 increments.
Yo,
what do you-
that's
what
a
do you-
6.5, man.
I'll give it a 6.5. No,
Nope.
what? No, not 6.5.
No, yeah, no, I'll give it a 6.5 too, bro.
I'll
If you
give
go
it-
6.5, I'll give it a 6.5.
Fucking
You
debating.
don't know me? Do it. You won't. Do it. You won't. I'm sorry, Dr. Zax, you won't.
I'm giving it a 5.5.
Coward.
All right, I give it a 6.5.
I'm gonna agree with you. I think a 6.5 is very, very appropriate. I'd say 6.5.
I'm gonna go with
Fine.
a 6.
All right, cool.
All right, so that's an average of what? 6.25, 6.29.
Yeah,
If you average it out.
somewhere in that range. I think it's like a
Sure.
6.3. Yeah.
Well, congratulations, Sonic. You weren't mediocre. You were slightly above that, and that's somehow worse.
Slightly above average.
So anyway,
No, I think that's way better than we could have all hoped for. Because this movie,
Do you
this
believe
movie
this
should
is
be
better.
This movie should have been a trash fire, but it's totally competent from start to finish. The plot makes sense. It's very simple and clear. There's nothing
Would you be
terribly
saying
embarrassing about
that
this movie.
If Jim Carrey wasn't there, would you? Can
like-
you? I know that's tough. I know that's
Like if we
tough to
take
make
like
that rating.
if we take like a no-name actor and he just kind of doesn't do enough for the movie to really stand out.
Yeah,
this
Kim
movie.
Jerry. Kim Jerry stars as a comedic / antagonistic role of Dr. Robot Nike. And but John Marston is still Sonic. John Marston is still the cop from whatever Indiana. Or I'm sorry, what was it?
I'm pretty
Montana?
sure this review has gone on like twice as long because of these tangents Trevor's taking us on. Let's dial it back. Let's dial it back. Like if Jim Carrey wasn't in there and if it was just like a non-standout performance by whoever what else it was, I would say it would be probably like a 5.5. It'd probably go down a whole point for me.
I give it 6.5 for me. Joey, what was your score? I missed
it. 6.
6. Okay. Yeah, okay, so we're still all close together. Dylan was the lowest score.
Yeah.
But not by much. So I think we all fall into the same category of what?
D.
Passable but not like memorable? A D?
No, you can't take the education scale for this kind of thing.
You're right.
That's not how
I
it
give
works.
it a D minus.
It's D.
No. That's not how scores work. 5 is an average. 5 is a 75.
I give it a C.
On an education score, a 5 is a 75.
Okay, so Dylan gives it a D. Joey and me give it a C. What do you give it, Joe?
I technically
on the American scale.
C.
A C? Okay. 3 C's and a D?
Like,
you want to know what that is? Not passing.
Is it not? No, because
I don't think it is. Because if you average a C and then get a D on a midterm somewhere, you're not passing that class with a C. Take it from someone who that has happened to.
But Dylan gave it a 5. If Dylan gave it a 5.5, which is an above average score, score, because that's how movie scores work. We're not doing an education system score.
Okay.
I'm not referencing this score to any other movie.
Okay.
That's what we were doing. That was the whole point of me saying from Toy Story 3.
What is your grade? What's the grade?
We've already said our grades.
Just give it to me. 5.
Which is slightly above average. What is happening? I've lost control of this whole show.
Yeah.
Oh, you lost control hours ago.
It's true. I lost control right about when I first heard. Anyway, so Joey, are we ranking this amongst our Sonics list?
We're ranking this, and I know exactly what.
This should not even beat Sonic Colors or whatever.
We haven't gotten to Colors yet.
Sonic Colors is a very good game.
Oh, that's a good one. You guys should play that sometime soon. I'll watch that one.
Okay, cool. All right, I'm putting it above Sonic Advance 2.
All right, we're disagreeing.
Where are you putting it?
Ball game yet?
I was gonna put it below Sonic Advance, but if you want to put it above Advance 2, sure.
Here's what I'm saying. In terms of what I would rather watch or play again, I'd rather watch this than play Sonic Advance 2. So that's where I'm putting it.
All right, put it above Advance 2. Let's do it.
There we go. There's our new list right there. I can't really read it because I don't have it in front of me. I'm sure it's like Advance 2 or Adventure 2 and then Advanced or something.
Sorry.
There we go. Cool. Yeah, so that's it. That's our thoughts on Sonic the movie. It was
I'm back.
About as hyperactive and like just completely
Just
uncontrollable
like
as the Blue Blur
himself.
himself. In fact, Trevor. This is it's been a long time coming here at Team Need a Bone, but you've proven to me that you are worthy of this moniker. I am officially knighting you the new Virgin the Hedgehog. Congratulations.
Oh my god.
This honor I bestow upon you. I will deliver your hat.
I can throw away my title of Sir Ritalin and don the title of Virgin the Hedgehog.
Good night.
Ladies and gentlemen, this has been the Sonic the movie. We ranked and reviewed it. I'm not.
How?
If you somehow and please do not, please, get yourself checked out if you somehow manage to make it through this whole video. Give us a score in the comments below how you rank our reviews. Let us know.
Thank you very much to Dr. Zax and Hiccups the Echidna for joining.
Yeah,
I wouldn't say thank you.
Yeah,
I would say thank you.
I would just say their
had
names
fun.
and anything.
I
I've been
had
Banner
fun.
Sen. He's Spicy Fries, Master of Emerald something. We'll be back next week. We're gonna do Sonic Advance 3.
Yeah, link, comment, and subscribe for more all-you-can-eat gaming news. Goodbye.
Goodbye.